continues to build.
I like to play with the Advent officer, where we killed all 3 of them with a grenade. That was pretty hilarious. Getting out of line of sight and then like fucking them up real bad. I like that one. It's a little bit a shame to lose a mission like this, because yeah, I would have preferred to show you guys the successful run. And again, it has been 2 50-50s, and of course one of them was successful, so the enemies don't have the problem currently of hitting low percentage shots or medium percentage shots. They are quite fine. Chat just mentioned the game paid back for the sneaky hiding trick that we pulled off earlier. Probably it did. It was like, ah, man, that was super sneaky. We can't allow this to happen again. 50% shot, hit, insta-kill. Alright, we want to get to this high ground here, because it's close to our target location. And if we are... Ooh, wow, look at that, a snitch. Here. Right here. Girl, you need to cover yourself a little bit better, elsewise no one's going to fall for your snitch behavior.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
Yeah, it indeed worked quite well with the getting out of line of sight tactic, because that kind of screwed up the AI. And it's a little bit like with the chess and AI. If you get out of the normal decision tree, the AI tends to do stupid mistakes. Unfortunately, getting out of line of sight is not like something which is possible normally. The matter of fact is, in most of the situations you will not be able to get out of line of sight. That's the reason why I'm not using it so regularly. It was just by seeing that truck with full cover, I was under the impression it could be a good idea. Maybe just for line of sight, so that's a good point to elaborate a little bit on mechanics of the game, because I know you guys are interested in this. So if you uncover, like let's say here, in this position, as soon as you're in cover, your vision range counts as being on this field, on the field left to it, and on the field right to it. So in order to end, there's a second thing to note, half cover can never block line of sight, but only full cover can block line of sight. So effectively, to be out of line of sight for this pack, you need to stand here, not on this edge, you need to stand right here. So this here is blocking line of sight. Similarly, this here is blocking line of sight, because this, no, it's not even clear. Like this guy would probably have line of sight on you if you're standing here. Yeah, it even says, look at that, look at his line of sight modificator if we are here. Because you're considered to be on this position and this position, like this here is even line of sight. So the reason why I'm elaborating on this is quite simple. Even though it might look like easy on paper to get out of line of sight, like duh, why don't you get out of line of sight? It's a super effective mechanism. The way that line of sight works doesn't allow you to get out of line of sight that easy. Even if you're in cover, often guys will see you. So, and if one of your guys is still in vision range, then your whole exercise was basically not efficient at all. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why it is super difficult to get out of line of sight.
-15, you're near the target position. Rolling. Heading there now.
Question from the chat, does hunkering down affect the line of sight of enemies as well? It did in XCOM 1, it does explicitly not in XCOM 2, so they will still see you and they will give a flying fart whether or not you're hunkered down or not.
That's affirmative.
They will take their shots. Too far away for grenades. I think they are not going to go back, so the question here is, do we want to engage with a triple overwatch and just a shot? We might want to do it, but it will probably end up, statistically speaking, in one of them surviving and 50-50 chance for us being hit. So yeah, but why not? Let's just give it a try. So that's 3 times Overwatch and a single 85% start. Wow, good job, bro. You just minimum damaged him. Down, down, down. Like I said, statistically, one of them survives. Pretty much an average outcome of what could happen. And that's now the 50-50 that I was talking about. Here we go. Well, fuck you for this 50-50.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Of course. Of course. Why exactly wouldn't you want to minimum damage him if he's just standing next to you? And yeah. Again, we start the mission with 1 injury. Which is a big deal, guys, which is a big deal, because keep in mind, the 1 injury will prevent us from taking this guy onto the next mission. So, to a certain degree, that's the beginning of the end, if your guys are starting to get injured in the first mission. At least we got the officer. Alright, so the question is, what's up here? We are going to play this aggressively, because I don't want to take any more chances of maybe being successful. That's 1 flank.
Affirmative, moving out.
That's 2 flanks.
Moving out.
Alright, at least all of them can get into a high ground position. Alright, 65% shot missed. That's 1 of them down. That's a solid 86% miss. Your average shot that is missing. And another 86%. Great job, guys. I need to congratulate you for trolling me that hard. And that's GG, guys. What am I supposed to say? Like, 2 90% shots, 170% shots in a row, missing. How am I supposed to counter that one? That's just ridiculous. But I do have an idea. Let's restart this mission here specifically.
Grenade out! That didn't feel good.
Don't you dare to run anywhere. I said don't you dare to run anywhere. Is that so hard to understand? I swear, guys, I haven't installed any RNG mods. I don't know what's up today. It is just like... It seems the enemy is using some sort of witchcraft. I mean, I don't know, like, having these solid 86% shots missing in a row, one after the other, that's just bad luck. I took 2 flanks, I wanted to play it aggressively. Let's restart this specific mission with the same layout. I don't know, like 70% miss, okay, can happen. 90% miss, yeah, well, seldomly, but can happen. Combined with a 70% miss, even rarer, but like 2 90% shots and a 70% shots, all of them missing. I don't know.
Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position. Moving out.
It's the same map again. I'm just trying to use a similar tactic with a little bit of a twist here. The reason why I wanted to restart this map is because it doesn't have too much of a warm-up phase. We are pretty much in the face of the enemy at the beginning, plus we do have high ground, which generally is considered to be quite good. So the map layout and the chances that this specific setup has dealt us is not too bad. So we should be able to have a decent run here.
I'm all over it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess after seeing that stream, there will be a little bit of rant, and I can understand you guys. Like, even with a positive attitude that I'm trying to always have, it's hard to accept that so many shots in a row are missing. That is just statistically very, very, very slim of a chance that this is going to happen periodically again and again and again. But yeah,
understood. Moving out.
It's not like I can't that I can change it. It is just what it is. I simply can't change it.
Menace 1-5, you're near the target position.
So this time we can start with a solid grenade, which I think we're going to do. So Rival Overwatch here, solid grenade, trip hits at the beginning. Alright, one of them already down, that's good. Now 3 shots and hopefully 3 kills.
We're spotted.
We're spotted, indeed. One down, minimum damage. 2 down, and one pretty injured guy down there. Run. Run, run, run. Don't you no, no, no. That's not what we want to see. This is so ridiculous. I don't know, guys. it starts being funny because it's like super unrealistic. Like he's literally shooting through the via the whole map, not only hitting but also critting, of course, because yeah, why not?
Bombs away!
One of ours! Damn you!
Help! No! Damn it! No!
I still would want to do this, and I still would want to finish exactly this mission here, because I believe that that's still a good setup. despite the fact that obviously all of these odds are against us.
Commander, we're taking heavy losses.
I know that we're taking heavy losses, but bro, that's not my fault. You might want to tell your soldiers, or specifically the advents, that 50% shot means also 50% miss, and not 50% shot means it's a 100% chance to hit. Or maybe train your XCOM forces to take a little bit better chance in taking cover. Well, this is really hardcore.
Dead or MIA. I'm returning to base.
Alright, let's restart. Wow. The game is serving me today. It is really testing my patience.
Menace 1-5. We have a fix on the target. Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position.
Usually I'm always the guy telling you, look, that's just statistical variance and don't you worry. Like, you need to play at your best and need to reduce the RNG as much as possible. But I simply don't have the tools at my disposal to use RNG much more here. It's just like,
On it.
I can increase our chances to hit and I can decrease their chances to hit. And that's as much RNG influence as I currently have. There is no sniping shot, there is no scouting them with Ranger and Phantom. All of this is not available to me.
On it. Will do.
On the move.
Location confirmed.
So I'm not going to engage them in the same round because we already know how this one is turning out. But I would be interested to see if there is a chance to maybe engage them more intelligently.
Moving to designated position.
Take a little bit better cover here and here.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Menace 1-5. You're near the target position.
And let's wait one more round.
Overwatch. Roger, I've got my eyes on the prize.
At least they are more clustered up than they used to be before. That's good, and all of our guys do have solid cover. Plus everyone can throw a grenade. I wish I could queue up grenades for this Overwatch trap, because you just simply use 2 grenades and all of them are dead. That would be really nice.
Overwatch. Overwatch.
Let's give it another shot, shall we? So that's a quad engage. Unfortunately, 4 times minimum damage. That's really bad. The expected outcome of this would be that at least 1 out of 4 should receive maximum damage, hence being killed. That's not going to happen, at least not today. So yeah, here's the 50-50. Wow, surprise! He has missed his shot. Like, how is this possible, guys? I wonder. As the game finally realized that it is unfair to hit all of your shots, his RNGesus returned. We don't know, but we take what we can get, I guess. That's fine.
Moving to Overwatch. Headed there now. Come get some.
Agreed to go.
Good. Next up, we were facing this
Moving to
the
designated
Advent officer, and I wish he's going to join us again into our Overwatch trap.
On Overwatch.
He was coming from here last time, so let's hope that this is reoccurring.
I'm on it.
on Overwatch.
Scanning. Quiet. You hear something?
Of course we hear something.
Reloading.
Moving further Overwatch. There's something out there.
Come on.
What was that? Got it covered.
Affirmative. Covering now.
I bet you they are just waiting out of line of sight range to not trigger us. Ah, there we go. Now I think we're triggering them. It's not the Advent officer though, but it is a pack at least.
Although they bear
Look who just stumbled into our Overwatch trap.
their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever.
Good job guys, you just killed the sector. I like it. The loot is far away from us ever being able to reach him, but anyways. The other guy, by the way, just froze in total and utmost panic, so he doesn't want to move at all. Well, I guess that's what you get when you're standing out in the open. Comment from the chat. I am not impressed, Commander. Yeah, I'm not impressed about the performance of the troops today as well. If you have any constructive feedbacks of how you would do it better, I'm always open for them. So I guess it's fair to say. Legendary Ironman is too easy, but increased pod size is pretty damn hard with rookies. Well, that indeed is the case. So I wouldn't really call us to be like super lucky.
Covering now.
I know that you're kidding, mate. I know that you're kidding. And I'm just making fun of it as well. So no hard feelings there.
Understood. Moving out.
I wish we would have more strategical options than to just take Overwatch shots here. The loot, by the way, guys, the way I'm handling loot is, it's a nice add-on, but you shouldn't like expose yourselves in order to get killed. Getting the loot, absolutely a plus, but like sprinting there and leaving yourself exposed in the open, you've just seen what happened to this guy who stood there in the open protecting the loot. He got dumpstered, and we don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen. So we are now moving a little bit from A to B to emulate that there is some real hardcore movement going on, and maybe they are curious and going to look after us and see what kind of movement is happening here. That's at least my hope so far.
On my way.
Overwatch.
Line.
Quiet. Did you hear something?
The Advent Officer pack is by far the most difficult one. It has
Moving to Overwatch. Got it.
19 hit points on its own, plus the Advent Officer adds a lot of difficulty. He's the only one having magnetic weapons, so he deals regularly 4 points of damage, which is a one-shot. Plus he has a grenade, which means he needs to die, and he has the unfortunate ability to mark.
Scanning. Scanning.
Now chat is trolling me. Commander, I hope that we should maximize our chances to hit and minimize theirs.
Got it covered.
Thank you for that tip, Brody. I'm trying to do my best to do that. If you have a clever idea of how to motivate these guys to finally move into our Overwatch traps, that would be well taken as well.
Affirmative, covering now. Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
We know that they are here. I know exactly they are just standing there. Like, it's super transparent that they are taking the position just right outside our vision, our shooting range.
Moving to designated coordinates.
On the move.
But I can tell you guys, we are still going to trap them, because I do have a plan. We are still going to trap them. We are very slowly moving to this other rooftop, which is not going to take us any closer to them. But by moving over there, I know that it will give them a motivation to engage on us. Usually they are greedy sons of bitches or whatever. So as soon as they see an opening and someone's no longer in a good position, they will take it. But I'm only moving one guy, so they will still run into a full Overwatch trap from the other three. So here we go. That's Barack Obama jumping down, moving over here.
Overwatch.
Roger that. Heading out. Come get some. I'm on it.
And hopefully that motivates them now finally to come a little bit closer. No, not yet, but it will. It will. Where's the entrance? Alright, so this one here is like the far way around.
Double time.
Still fine for me.
Scanning. I'm on it.
Come get some.
Shut up. Listen.
So that's the most vulnerable position. So, yep, I know they couldn't resist. If you are vulnerable, the AI will take their chance, and because they are cheating, they always know where you guys are. But this time, you have calculated wrong. You have miscalculated it. I start to get into the mind of the AI and understand them. It, rather. So, he... Ah, zoot, look at that. Only one tile away from such a nice high ground position. Respectively, only one tile away from a high ground position here as well. So, unfortunately, I think it's going to be ground floor activity for him. Ground floor only. Is there any position where he could theoretically see some of them? Of course, there isn't. Well, maybe. Let's take a look here. If we would go here... Nah, that's still not good enough. If we would go here, there is a theoretical... Nah. Too much theory to less real practice. This one here is the other alternative. Let's wait with him for a second. And instead, let us try to get these guys. They are... we do have solid 66% chances on 2 of them. And a 50-50 on the 3rd one. So statistically speaking, these 3 guys should be able to kill these 2. And we are still in half cover. Plus no chance for full cover. That's the reason why we want to play it aggressive. Here we go, 66%. One guy down.
Could use some ammo over here.
66%. Shot number 2. Also down. Good lord. Now, let's take a more aggressive stance here, shall we? We do have a 20% chance. That's difficult now. Let us first of all move him and see if there is any chance whatsoever that we can take a shot at this guy here. Probably there isn't. That's the problem. This one here is really one of the... It's a weird position, but one of the best chances that we do have.
Heading out.
Now, we can open the door, or at least it's going to be open for us. Moving to any position here would be in line of sight, but we can still try to take an overwatch. And the question here is really how to deal with him. Throwing a grenade is only a 20% chance of killing him. We could go for an overwatch. That wouldn't be too bad, but it would probably motivate him to just stand there and take his shots. So we are going to take a 50-50 here. I know that there is a mod for the camera, and I'm going to install it right after this session because I'm getting a little bit sick of the current camera.
Moving to Overwatch.
So now this... Wow. The Overwatch didn't work. Damn you! There's the injury that I wanted to prevent. Damn!
This is for you!
Understood. Moving out.
Alright.
Area is secure.
I guess we need to do it with one injury.
Scanners are clear. -15.
Shit happens.
Window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double.
On the move.
Screw that. We were so close to a flawless mission, and the last 50-50 was not working in our favor.
Confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charge.
Soldiers wounded 1. Screw you for this one wounded soldier, because that means we only have 3 guys now on our next mission.